This is not the first time I have reached out to you. I have whispered through winds, spoken through dreams, stirred your spirit in quiet hours. But this time I am not whispering. This time I raise my voice because your soul stands in a delicate place between promise and peril, and time cannot afford your delay. My child, hear me. You are not alone. You have never been. You are being watched not by the ordinary eyes of the world, but by ancient and eternal powers. You are being loved with a depth you cannot comprehend. You are surrounded by divine forces that operate beyond what your human eyes can see. This message was not scattered to the multitudes. It was sent directly, deliberately to you. Because what is about to unfold in your life defies logic, dismisses patterns, and interrupts every definition of normal. What is coming is not coincidence. What is coming is not chance. What is coming has been written before you were formed in the womb. A stranger is coming. Someone unknown to your earthly memory, but fully known in the eternal archives of heaven. They have been given access to your life not through familiarity, but by divine authorization. And when they speak, their words will not be ordinary. Their sentence will shift everything. Their voice will trigger the deepest awareness inside of you. An echo from eternity that says, God remembered me. I tried to prepare you, and now the preparation becomes manifestation. Archangel Michael has not arrived. In suggestion or softness, he speaks with commanding urgency. Open this message. Do not scroll. Do not push this aside. This is not another word to ponder. This is a call to respond. I have been sent, says Michael, on a mission that cannot be delayed. If you ignore this, you will not be cursed, but you will delay. What heaven has already released. If you receive this, what has long been locked will begin to open before your eyes. You have waited long enough, quietly, faithfully, and painfully. You have walked through seasons of confusion, betrayal, and almost breakthroughs that dissolved into silence. You cried and felt like no one noticed you prayed, and the heavens felt still. You tried to explain your pain, but even those closest to you misunderstood. But I, the Lord, heard every silent scream. I counted every sleepless night. I caught every unseen tear. And now I make a declaration. Massive change is not coming. It has already begun. A stranger has been sent. But not just any stranger, this one is. Heaven sent. Divinely instructed, spiritually armed, legally assigned. You won't know their face, but you will recognize their words. They will say something that matches a prayer you never spoke out loud. They will reference a detail you thought only I knew. And when they do, your soul will tremble. Not in fear, but in holy awareness, you will say, God has remembered me. Michael speaks again. This is the moment you were prepared for. You have cried enough. You have battled in silence. You have suffered heartbreaks no one knows about. But now we move. Now heaven shifts. Now the stranger steps in, and when they do, they will speak a name. Not the name on your birth certificate, but the name I gave you before time, the name hidden on the scroll of your divine assignment. That person will speak life over what others tried to bury. They will unlock doors, others called permanently sealed. They will challenge the lies you made peace with. And when they say the words, I am your legal, you will feel confusion. But wait, be still. Because what follows is not earthly paperwork, it is spiritual inheritance. It is kingdom realignment. You have longed for someone to claim you not in love, but in purpose. Someone to say, you are not forgotten, you are not invisible, You are seen, covered, protected. That moment is coming, but you must prepare your heart to believe it. Because if you keep seeing yourself as abandoned, you will not recognize the appointed voice. You must begin to act like someone who is next in line for breakthrough. Next to be chosen, next to rise. You are next, says Michael, but not if you stay in your past. There are people from your past who cannot follow you into this next chapter. Let them go. Let them misunderstand. Let them wonder. Because if you bring the pain of yesterday into the promise of tomorrow, you will distort the gift. Heaven is too intentional to allow that. That is why you have felt pressure. That is why loneliness crept in. Not because you were unloved, but because I was separating the noise from the voice. The next voice you hear will not be familiar. It will be the stranger. Do not fear them. They are not here to confuse you. They are here to confirm what I placed inside of you long ago. They will not inspire you. They will activate you. Their words will awaken the part of you that has slept for years. The child who used to dream boldly will rise again. The believer who thought big, prayed big, lived big. They are returning. The voice inside you that once whispered, "You are called," will roar again. But beware, the enemy has felt the tremble. That is why old people, old habits, old arguments are resurfacing. These are spiritual distractions meant to delay the stranger. Don't fall for it. This is your final test. There is also a document, literal or digital, that will cross your path. It may come quietly, but within it is the first ripple of a spiritual realignment. A legal shift that reclaims what you thought was lost. Heaven is releasing what your heart gave up on. But I never did. I held it in reserve, and now the seal is breaking. I did not forget you. I did not forsake you. I was working in silence, watching the time, and now the time is here. Michael declares, you are being re-identified. No longer broken. No longer the rejected. You are now the restored, the rightful heir. The favored. But you must have courage. Walk away from what doesn't match your new name. Stop explaining your growth. Stop defending your peace. Some people will only understand your worth after you are gone. Let them learn. Let them feel the silence you once filled. Because the stranger is coming, and when they come, there will be no time to look back. Massive change is uncomfortable, but it is necessary. I am flipping your world so you can finally see what I've been trying to show you. You thought your plans were ruined, but I ruined them. So mine could rise. This is your confirmation. Every delay had purpose. Every heartbreak redirected you. Now your moment has come. A stranger will speak. They will shift things. But will you be ready? Will you recognize the moment when heaven knocks? If you delay obedience, you delay breakthrough. If you ignore this word, you stall what has been released. But if you act, believe, prepare, heaven will respond immediately. Start preparing like the door has already opened. Start talking like your name has already been signed. Walk like someone about to be claimed, not left behind. You passed the test. Now receive the reward. This is not a message of warning. This is a message of release. You were drawn to this moment, and heaven is watching how you respond. You are chosen, you are called, you are seen. Archangel. Michael speaks one final command. Open this message. Read it. Receive it. For heaven refuses to let you miss this shift. God whispers, now you are mine. I am coming for you through the voice of a stranger. When they say, I am your legal, Don't panic. Don't run. Just breathe. And receive, because everything you've waited for starts now. And so now you must rise. You cannot go back to the way things were. You cannot return to the numbness you once called survival. The time for shrinking is over. The season of silence has expired. The ground beneath you is shifting because the heavens above you have declared. Enough hiding. Enough doubting. Enough wondering if you're worthy. You are not here by accident. You are not reading this by mistake. Every second of your delay has been redeemed by divine timing. You are in alignment now, and what's coming next will demand the version of you that heaven always saw: the bold, the believing, the reborn. Let the old stories die. Let the old labels fall. Let the fear that wrapped itself around your purpose break away like chains in the light. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too forgotten. You are exactly where you need to be for what's about to be revealed. And when the stranger comes, when their voice meets your spirit, like fire meeting dry wood, you will feel it. A holy awakening, a sacred recognition. The moment that says, "I've been waiting for this," they will carry your key. Not to a door, but to a destiny. And when they speak, the heavens will bear witness. When they open their mouth, the years you thought were wasted will make sense. The betrayal, the loneliness, the silence, all of it will fold into a single divine sentence. And in that sentence, your future will be reactivated. But do not forget, this will feel strange. It will test everything you've known. Some truths will rattle the cages of your comfort. Some revelations will burn away your excuses. But if you trust the voice, if you trust the process, the glory that follows will rewrite the pages of your story in heaven's ink. You will not be who you were. You will not live how you lived. And those who doubted you, those who mocked you, those who tried to erase you, they will watch as God Himself lifts your name. You are stepping into divine justice. A reversal is being written. Every lie spoken against you is about to be turned into fuel for your rise. Every closed door is about to open under divine order. There will be favor that cannot be explained, opportunities that cannot be denied, protection you did not ask for, and provision you never imagined. Because when God decides to deliver, nothing can stop it. So prepare fast. Pray, clean your inner house. Make space, because the one who carries your confirmation is approaching, and your posture must be one of readiness, not resistance. Let go of what needs to go. Bless what needs to leave. Mourn what you must, and then rise. Because this time, heaven is not asking you to wait. It is calling you to walk. You are being summoned. Not just into a blessing, but into a bloodline. Revelation, a legacy, reactivation, a kingdom-level shift that will affect generations beyond you. You are not just receiving a breakthrough, you are becoming a doorway for others. Your obedience now becomes the bridge for those who come after you. Your healing becomes their inheritance. Your yes becomes their rescue. So hear me walk boldly. Speak truthfully and listen carefully. Because soon a sentence will find you. A voice will say something so specific, so divine, that only your spirit will know this is it. This is the moment I've been waiting for. This is the voice that was foretold. This is the stranger I dreamed of. And when it happens, don't question, don't hesitate. Breathe and receive. For I, the Lord your God, have declared it is time. If this message stirred your soul, don't walk away unchanged. Like it in faith, share it in hope, subscribe in obedience. Because this is not content, this is a calling. God is speaking again, heaven is watching, and you, beloved, you were never forgotten. The gates are open, the scroll is unsealed. Now walk into what is already yours. With eternal love, the voice of God and the hand of Archangel Michael. Amen.